What's going on, everyone? It's Hopeless. I'm back for another video for you guys, and today we have a different style of video. I typically ask for input from you guys as the viewers of what you might enjoy to see out of me video wise, and your boy Bustin', who shout out to him, he's always showing love, always in the comments, and just always on the video. So this is my way to give back to you, Bustin'. I appreciate you. Much love, bro. He asked, could you do a favorite class setups and settings video? So I got you guys today, but with a slight spin. So for the past week, I've been using Modern Warfare 2 weapons in Modern Warfare 3 Search and Destroy, testing out which ones are still usable. And I picked my 3 favorite weapons that I'm going to give you guys today. I'm going to give you the full class setup with a brief explanation. And after I get through the setups, I will show my settings, my controller settings, my graphic settings, all the above. And just to kind of clear up any confusion that you guys might have, any questions, or maybe just stuff that you didn't even know that was in the game. So before we get into all that, drop a like for me just to help this reach a larger audience for anyone that might need to see this video just like you. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I will gladly answer them to the best of my ability. And lastly, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't already, subscribe, help your boy out. We're climbing fast and I don't want to stop, so hop on the train before it's too late. But anyway, let's get rolling. So for the first weapon I got for you guys today, we got the Lockman sub, which is one of my personal favorites from Modern Warfare 2, submachine gun wise. So let's get right into the attachments. We got the F-Tac M-Sub 12-inch. This will help you out with bullet velocity, damage range, hip fire accuracy, recoil control with a slight hit to the handling and mobility. Nice hit to ADS speed and movement speed as well. That's kind of the important ones. For the muzzle, I got the Sonic Suppressor S. Makes you undetectable by radar. Helps you out with the bullet velocity again and damage range. With a slight hit to your sprint to fire and your recoil control. The aim walking steadiness, I don't really pay attention to that too much. I don't think it's very important. But then we got this ammunition. So we got the 9mm high grain rounds, which with the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, I noticed that they're a little bit weaker, which I completely understand since the fact that we've been playing with these weapons for going on 2 years or so. Understandable. So a lot of the weapons you will see me running high grain rounds, especially the submachine guns from Modern Warfare 2. For the rear grip, we got the Lockman TCG-10. This will help you out with the gun kick and recoil control, kind of get some of that stability back from recoil control that minuses from the 9mm high grain rounds. And then we got the sight of your choice. I picked the Cronin Mini Pro, and this is also a class setup that was given to me from my boy Mizzy. You see him in a lot of my videos, so shout out to him. Secondly, we got my personal favorite AR from Modern Warfare 2. I always like the AK style guns. They always suit me well and they help me and my playstyle. So without further ado, for the barrel, we got the IGK-30 406mm. Again, this is going to help you with recoil control, bullet velocity, gun kick, with another hit to the movement and handling of the gun, which that's another thing that I've noticed. I've noticed that a lot of the attachments for the Modern Warfare 2 guns, since there's no weapon tuning, there's no way to counteract the negatives of the attachments, if that makes sense. So a lot of them do hurt your ADS and your mobility and all that, which sucks because, I mean, obviously you want to be mobile, but since we're using an AR, it's not the most important thing. And then we got some other attachments that do counteract the mobility strikes. For the muzzle, we got the VT7 Spiritfire Suppressor L, undetectable by radar, more recoil control, bullet velocity, damage range, hit to ADS speed and sprint fire speed again. So then that's why we got the DR6 hand stop. This will help you with the movement speed, sprint to fire, ADS, and then it'll hit your hip fire and tac stance spread, which isn't too much of a big deal. Then going to the grip, we got the True Tac grip. This will help you with more mobility, ADS and sprint to fire back up with a little hit to recoil control and gun kick control. And for the stock, we got the Tac Elite. This is, I kind of go back and forth from this one and the Pro Elite TL3. So whatever your playstyle is, if you want to kind of sit on headies and watch lanes and pick off people, this is the one for you. If you want to play a little bit more mobile, I would recommend the Pro Elite TL3 stock. Or if you really go, oh, they don't have it anymore. I thought they had the no stock option. But anyway, that's my cast out 762 class setup. And on to the last weapon, which this one I didn't really get to use too much in Modern Warfare 2 just because I kind of stopped playing. The game wasn't really my type of game, didn't really enjoy it too much. But we got the TR-76 Geist. And this Nectro variant is absolutely sick with the magma camo. So this gun is definitely a sleeper, and I saved it for last just because I feel like I don't see it much, you know what I mean? And maybe it's just me in the lobbies that I'm in, and I mean, I know everybody loves the MCW, but this gun can keep up. And if you can hit your shots, which with a lot of Modern Warfare 2 weapons, you definitely want to get that first shot advantage, this is a great AR to run. So for the barrel, we got the Bruin Bridle. The Bruin Bridle Heavy is going to help you out with recoil control, bullet velocity, damage range, gun kick control. With, again, as you can see, the cons are just crazy on the movement speed and handling. So we got to counteract that. And that's why we got the DR6 hand stop again. It's going to help you tremendously get that mobility back. And then, which is really rare, I got a laser on it. So I run the AccuShot 5mW laser, just helping with aiming stability and a good bump to ADS. Fortunately, your laser is visible in ADS, but it's not from the hip, so you're good on that point. If you want to add a sprint fire in there, I kind of just run this because the beam's green. If you want to run this just to help out with the sprint to fire speed, you definitely run that. It's got a red beam. It's got the same qualities as the other one. So these are definitely the ones that you want to roll with. The other one being the VLK LZR 7mW. Lobby timeout. Isn't that just sick? So as I was saying, then for the rear grip, we got the STIP 66 grip. It's going to help you out with the recoil control, gun kick with a slight hit to aiming, idle sway. And then for the optic, we got the slate reflector or the sight of your choice. So these are the classes. And let's just get right into settings. So here we are at the settings portion of the video, and I play on controller, so these are my controller settings, and this might get a little confusing, so try to keep up. I hope I can explain this the best to my ability. So my button layout preset is bumper jumper tactical flipped. So let me break it down. Bumper jumper means, and if you see the diagram to the right, you jump with the bumpers, which, because I have them flipped, is my L2. So I jump and mantle with my L2, switching that with X being the usual jump button. That is my tactical equipment. Then tactical, I slide with R3, pushing it down, and that replaces circle as my melee. So I melee with circle, crouch and slide / dive with my R3, pushing it down. Now flipped is, so bumper jumper, bumpers, I play on a default PS5 controller. No paddles, none of that good stuff yet. So usually you would jump and throw your lethal with your top bumpers. I have it flipped, so I jump and throw my lethal with my L2 and R2, and then I aim and shoot with my L1 and R1. To me, I feel like it gives you a faster response time in gunfights. It's just my personal preference. It is definitely an adjustment to try and play with this. If you want to try it out, I recommend it. Just so, the main reason is just so I don't have to take my right thumb off the right stick when I'm trying to aim and move around and do all that stuff. I don't want to have to do any more work than I need to. So that's that. And then these are the mappings for everything. You want to look at it really quick, and we're out of there. Bumper ping, got it off. And here's where you would flip your bumpers and your triggers. So off. Now it's going to be, now if I go here, it's going to have aim and fire as my L2, R2, which we don't want that. Personally, that's just the way I play. Stick layout preference, default. Turn my controller vibration off. We don't need it. Trigger effects off. Dead zone inputs. In this game, you can actually test your dead zone. So if I put these off and go to 0, 0, I hit this, see my right stick's moving and my left stick's kind of moving a little bit too. So turn that back off, put this at 1, put this at 2, and then if I run this, there's no more movement. Pretty simple. Helps out a lot, so definitely play with that. And you definitely want the left and right stick max on 99. This just helps read the stick drift, if that makes sense. So if you have more stick drift and you increase this, then it's gonna take less, or take more, I should say, for your controller in the game to react to what you're doing with the sticks. Moving on to the aiming tab, I play on 7.7. I recommend somewhere between 5 and 10 just to stay accurate and hit your shots and not be all over the place. If you can play on more than 10, props to you. I'm proud of you. Pat yourself on the back. Sensitivity multiplier, that's default. Vertical aim assist, all of them are standard. Tac stance sensitivity 1, I think that's standard. Aim response curve type, standard. ADS multiplier focus, it's on 1. I'm pretty sure this is default. Then I got instant ADS sensitivity transitioning time, custom sensitivity per zoom. This is probably all default. I'm not 100% sure, but if you want to copy this, you can copy it and try it out for yourself. Target aim assist. So I'm sorry to all the mouse and keyboard players. Yes, I do use aim assist. I use default. Third person, that doesn't mean anything to me. Motion sensor behavior is off. I don't know what it does. Don't want to find out personally. So to the gameplay tab, automatic tac sprint, turn it on so you don't abuse your left stick. It's definitely helpful. Slide maintaining sprint, or maintain sprint, definitely want that on, so when you slide, come out the slide, you're still sprinting. Auto move forward off, single tap sprint, grounded mantle off, automatic airborne mantle partial off, or automatic ground mantling / hang. I have this is a big one for me, so slide and dive behavior. You can change this, tap to slide, tap to dive, and that'll just change. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. There's a nice diagram on the right side. Well, not diagram, but a legend. So I have mine on slide only. Now, for some strange reason, you will see me dolphin dive from time to time. I do not know how to do this on purpose. It happens by mistake, and it's annoying. I'm going to be honest. Plunging on the water, trigger off, on, bashing through the doors. You want to bash through the doors. You don't want to hit your face on it. Ledge climb behavior, mantle only. ADS hold. Change zoom activation, sprint tactical, sprint focus. This stuff's kind of preference. Here's mine. I'm just gonna go through the rest of these. Some of these don't matter. This one right here, manual fire behavior. So rather than when you're shooting a burst or semi-automatic weapon, instead of having to tap it, you can just hold it and it'll kind of shoot the same. But to me, I mean, tap firing definitely helps. You can do both no matter which. Well, if you have it on press, you can only press it, but if you put it on hold, you don't got to keep tapping it. Definitely, this one definitely helps out with the burst weapons for sure. Independent akimbo, blah blah blah. None of this stuff really matters. So now we're gonna go down to the graphic settings. Display mode I play on full screen exclusive, just because I make videos and I got a lot of other applications open and whatnot. This is what I run just so I don't get as much input lag, which that'll help you also. If you don't do all that, you can run full screen borderless, just so you don't have to alt tab out of the game. Just have this on your display monitor, whatever monitor you want to display the game. There's my graphics card. So screen refresh rate, you want that on the max that your monitor can handle. Definitely make sure that in your Windows settings you have your monitor on the max refresh rate settings. I know a lot of people that personally haven't done this, and once they do it, they feel like they're playing a new game. So definitely go into your Windows settings if you're on PC and change that, because that's going to help you out big time. Display resolution 1920 by 1080, automatic aspect ratio. Display gamma 2.2, brightness I just have it on, what the settings advise you to do, which is just 50 for me. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have it on boost. I have VSync gameplay off, VSync menus off. Custom frame limit I put at 165 just because that's my refresh rate. I don't really want my computer to overwork itself while I'm trying to record or stream or do any other things that I'm doing while I'm gaming. I got my menu custom frame rate at 30, just because, again, I don't want my computer to overwork itself. Autofocus custom frame rate limit at 30. Then these, I don't think really matter, but you can copy them if you would like. For quality, I have it on custom. As you can see, there's many different settings that you could have it on. Custom is just custom because I've made slight changes to benefit me and make my game feel more optimal to my feeling. Render resolution, always make sure this is at 100 if you're on 1920 by 1080. Dynamic resolution, that's locked. Upscale sharpening, I have NVIDIA DLSS. I have it on balanced and 85 sharpness. To me, I feel like that this makes the game look perfect. Everything's not too sharp, but it's not too rounded. To me, it's just the perfect way to have it. Try it out for yourself. Pay tracing plus ray reconstruction. Have it off. I'm not really sure what it does, honestly. VRAM scale target, I have it on 90. If you have a lower end PC, would recommend going down to maybe 80. Off, and then I'm just gonna scroll through these and pause or rewind and do whatever you got to do to copy the settings that I'm using. And to view, play on 120. I play on affected. Definitely recommend you play on affected, just because when you're aiming in, it's gonna stay at whatever POV that you're playing at, rather than zooming in on your gun and affecting your peripheral vision. Weapon view, I play on wide. I would recommend default or wide, kind of your preference. Third person field of view, doesn't matter. Vehicle field of view, doesn't matter. I don't play Warzone. World motion blur and weapon motion blur, turn them off. They're only gonna hurt you. It just creates a lot of blurriness that's completely unnecessary and you don't need it. Foam grain, put that on 0. And then these two are big also. First person camera movement and third person camera movement, turn them down to the least. You want them on 50%. This will help you with your vision also. It'll be less movement, less, via like visual noise to like explosions and whatnot. Third person ADS, I don't think that matters. Game perspective. Spectator camera. Inverted flashbangs. This, I feel like it helps out just a little bit with the flashbangs and how intense they can be and how white they can turn your whole room if you get flashbang. Try it out. Let me know if it works out for you. For my audio tab, I just got everything on default to what my input and output is to my computer. Master game volume I have on 100. I turn off the music. I don't play with the music. To me, I don't see it, unless I'm playing campaign, I don't find the use for it. Dialogue volume at 50, effects at 100, 0 for the rest of them. Voice chat volume at 10. If you're watching this video and you have a shitty mic, please scroll down to right here, microphone level, and turn this shit all the way down because we do not want to hear that shit. Anyway, back to the topic. I have this turned down so low because you guys are annoying at times. Voice chat on. And like I said, everything's default. I got push to talk on just because I'm on PC and I don't want everybody to hear me all the time. I got subtitles off. And yeah, this is pretty much that's all preference, honestly. The audio stuff, there's nothing that really sets anything apart. I mean, obviously if you put the audio mix on like soundbar, obviously it's not gonna sound as good as maybe headphones or headphone bass boost or home theater. I don't know. I haven't really played around with this much, so I can't give you anything that can help you out tremendously in that department. Sorry, just listen, have better ears. Subtitles off again, like I said. So this one, I've seen this in the comments a couple times. Color customization. This is where you want to go if you want to change the arrow colors of yourself, your team, your party, your enemy, or the flags, whatever you want to change it to. Completely up to your preference. This is also where you can scroll down to here and you can put different filters on your game to maybe change what the game looks like itself. So there's 1, 2, 3 filters. I play on filter 2, color filter target. I put on both. Your options are world, interface, or both. And then I put 100, 100 for the intensities, just to make everything pop out a little bit more. Run a square minimap shape, just because obviously you can see more in the minimap. Then you have rotation. I have that on just so you can see where you're going on the map and where enemies might be if they pop up on the minimap. Horizontal compass. I play with this off. I mean, I play search and destroy. I don't play Warzone, so there's no use for this for me. I play with crosshairs on just to help me stay center. Hit marker visuals. I don't know why you would play with this off. Damage base markers. I mean, it's kind of your preference, but I like them. Player names, full name, blah blah blah. Telemetry, action meter. All this stuff is just kind of one thing that definitely helps you save time when you're trying to play the game and not watch a bunch of scenes. Skip introduction movie. This is big. Turn this on because I hate watching the cutscenes every time I get on this game. But that is all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, drop a like for me. Any comments, leave them down in the comments for me. If you're a regular to the channel, give me a year in the comments. We like the years in the comments. And if you're new and you haven't already, y'all, again, subscribe to the channel because we got some great content coming out just for you guys. And I enjoy you guys and all your support. Everything is greatly appreciated. And until the next one, I'm Hopeless and I'm out of here. Peace.